Thank you for joining me live from the grooming table. I am talking to a flea comb, and it can be secondary microphone ready. I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight. I am Amy Leigh, certified professional pet groomer since 2003, but it is absolutely my pleasure to share all of my secrets of the pet grooming industry with you. All of my secrets to successful pet grooming, successful, safe, effective pet grooming. I give it all to you. We have created a beautiful community together, and you guys are doing wonderful things as a community, coming here together and learning and growing and being better together. So having a place that, like what we've created here on Go Groomer, having a place for people to come and learn essential tools, techniques, methods, all the details about effective, safe pet grooming with professional results is essential. And that's why I created this Go Groomer on YouTube for you and the pets you groom. So you can groom just like me, just like a professional. So with all of my years of experience, we pour it right in here into Go Groomer, and wonderful things happen. Everybody, wish Janelle a happy birthday. I don't know if y'all were here early, but I just sang to her. So hopefully you missed that, but hopefully Janelle didn't miss it. I love you, Janelle. Grandma's here, Darlene's here, Jenny's here, Lisa's here. I'm so happy. I'm gonna put this down to have you guys with me tonight. I've missed you. We had a holiday 2 weeks ago. It was Memorial Day, and I wanted us all to focus on that, to honor and celebrate our true heroes and be with our family, friends. Oh, Cash. Sorry, my poodle puppy's in here with me because I didn't know where to put him. He cries in his crate. So he's here, and he just ate something off the floor and barfed it up. Okay, so I'll get that later. Are you okay, buddy? He looks okay now. So this is going to be great, guys. Tonight's topic, I put a lot of thought, a lot of preparing into this because this is an important message to deliver to you guys tonight. It's very important that I don't leave out any specific details and all the all the important things that surround this topic. Tonight's topic is the secret to odor-free dogs. We all understand the stinky dogs. You know, a lot of them are wrinkly dogs. A lot of them are spaniel breeds because they're typically just more oily. Some of them are any breed just because certain things aren't being done. And I'm here to help you with that tonight. So, is the solution to a stinky dog, a smelly dog, an oily dog, a greasy dog, is the solution to that a degreasing shampoo? That may be a question you have. Or is the solution a pricey de-stinking spray? Because there are many products out there that promise to deliver de-stinking your dog. But I got to tell you, there's really one true product. And if you use it properly, it's the magic product. Some people think when their dog stinks, they should just shave the coat off entirely to eliminate that odor. Absolutely not. Their coat protects their skin. We have to protect the coat. That's the bottom line here, guys. So here's the truth. The real answer is more effective and far more affordable than most people realize. Is a degreasing shampoo the answer? No, it's not. It's not something that most people consider to be a de-stinking or to actually control odors, neutralize odors. It's often overlooked completely, and this step is often completely skipped in the grooming process and many people's grooming routines, even professionals. And that really bothers me. We're going to talk about it tonight. In this video, we're talking about the true power of conditioner. Bam. Conditioner. The true power of conditioner and why it might just be the game changer your grooming sessions are missing. Most groomers reach for a degreasing shampoo when a dog is greasy, stinky, or covered with buildup. They go for the degreasing shampoo, but that fix may actually be making the problem worse. And I'll be telling you guys all those details. So Don't worry, you don't have to take notes, but it wouldn't be a bad idea. I do have a few notes in the description below for you, but you can always rewatch this because this live stream isn't going anywhere. It'll be up for you after we're done live today. So today I'm sharing what I learned during my Science of the Skin training and how one simple switch in my grooming routine changed everything for my clients' dogs, from bulldogs to Cocker Spaniels to full-coated, double-coated, you name it. Across the board, remarkable change. So are you ready to learn why conditioner, not shampoo, why conditioner is the true degreaser? I know you're thinking, what? Trust me. And how using it correctly can lead to healthier skin all over and consistently healthier skin. It's the secret sauce. Odor's gone, itching stops, less matting, longer lasting freshness between grooms. That's the power of conditioner. And to make things easy for you, because I love you guys, I created a cheat sheet of my favorite product recommendations, linked in the description below. So you can take all the guesswork out of that, okay? We're gonna eliminate that for you. Take the guesswork out of choosing the right shampoo and conditioner for your routine. And you may be surprised at some of these details I'm gonna tell you here as far as my choices of products and why. It needs to be simplified. I think we get too overwhelmed. There's too many choices. There's too many products that claim they are targeted directly for a specific coat type or breed. And, you know, really, it's not like that. And we're going to talk about that. So let's dive into it. Are you ready? I'm so happy to see you guys. Look at you. You're everywhere. Oh, my gosh. Let's go. So if you've been using degreasing shampoo on smelly or greasy dogs, it may be making things worse. So let's talk about why conditioner is the real game changer. The problem with degreasing shampoos is when you're working on a dirty or a greasy dog, it's easy to reach for that degreasing shampoo. I've been there 100 times in the years past. But here's the thing that might be doing more harm than good if you're using those degreasing shampoos. Degreasing shampoos strip all oils from the skin, including the good ones. So what does that mean? What's that going to do? This can trigger the dog's skin to overproduce sebum, which is their natural oils, to compensate for the fact that you removed everything with that powerful degreasing shampoo. And a lot of the degreasing shampoos on the market are pretty gentle, I will say, but you gotta be careful and consider the fact that you really may not be needing to use them, just to avoid the possibility of overstripping the oils from the coat, right? From the skin especially. So what happens when the skin overproduces oils because it's been deprived, it's all been taken out from the degreasing shampoo, is it leads to more grease, more odor, and more of an imbalance of the skin and coat overall. And if you think about it, it makes sense. If you do the dishes, I still do a lot of dishes by hand, even though we have a dishwasher. Oh, there's some hair. When I do the dishes, my skin is immediately dried out. My cuticles get white and chalky, just very, very dry, because that dish soap is a degreaser and it adheres so heavily to all of the grime and grease that it pulls out my natural oils from my hands. And that's kind of what happens with dogs too. It is what happens. The real secret to degreasing is conditioner, my friends. Conditioner is that true degreaser, not shampoo. So I definitely learned this during my Science of the Skin certification, which I took through the Yves Saint Bernard program, which was wonderful. I learned so much, so much. And though I was skeptical at first when I learned conditioner's your degreaser, I was skeptical. So I tested it on my own greasy, itchy, stinky bulldog. He was always suffering from dry skin and scratching. He was itchy. His skin looked dull. He shedded a lot too. If you're not rebalancing the skin and coat, your dogs will shed more. So conditioner puts that back as well as degreases. So what did I find when I did this little test with my English Bulldog specifically? Because with him, I could monitor. I bathed him every week, then every 2 weeks. But I could see him every day to see the results. With my client pets, I don't see them again for 6 weeks. So I can't monitor the results if I make a shift in my routine. So anytime I shift my routine, a method, a technique, I usually do that on my own dogs so that I can monitor the results. And then I can say, yeah, that I'm a true believer now because I documented it myself and I monitored it. So the results after 2 baths with my English Bulldog, then in 4 weeks, were very telling, very telling. His skin and coat smelled fresh, it was balanced, it was itch-free, and it was clean smelling. The odors, he carried a lot of odors with him at all times. The odors were neutralized and it lasted longer than typically when I would bathe him without conditioning. So here's why it works. Shampoo lifts the dirt, oil buildup. That's what shampoo does. It's a whole different process. It's different ingredients that go into that make up our shampoos to do a different job. They're designed to, the surfactants in the shampoo, to adhere to lift the dirt from the skin surface, from the surface, to lift old oils and buildup, but they also definitely will strip some of those good oils out naturally because shampoo is not, it is a cleanser. Just like when we use cleanser on our face, it is a very good idea to come back in with a very gentle possible hypoallergenic skin conditioner afterwards, right? I know I do, or my skin would actually break out if I didn't put some hydration back in after I cleansed my face, even with a gentle cleanser. It doesn't matter, it's a cleanser. Shampoo is a cleanser. Now conditioner, on the other hand, conditioner replenishes what the shampoo removes. It seals the cuticle, it restores the moisture, and it balances out the skin and coat. It puts the balance of moisture back into the skin and coat after we have taken out all the gunk and grime and dirt from the shampoo. Conditioner also neutralizes odors, and that is a fact, and I've tested it, and my Bulldog was living proof of that. It neutralizes odors, it hydrates the skin, and it protects the coat better than harsh degreasers ever could. So yes, you still shampoo your dog, but you don't need to reach for a degreasing shampoo. You must cleanse your dog, but you must condition and hydrate. So let's talk a little bit more about some things with conditioner that you may not realize. And this is going to hit home. Does anybody out there have a short-coated dog? You know, a dog that you typically look at, you think, wow, you know, he's got a short coat. He really doesn't need bathing, rarely needs bathing, certainly doesn't need a haircut. You know, this is what we think with our short-haired breeds. But did you know that short-coated dogs need conditioner too? Actually, more so than any other dog. So let me get into that. Short-coated dogs such as boxers, staffies, bulldogs, Boston Terriers, and even hairless breeds, they need conditioner very much so, and they need routine bathing with a very gentle shampoo. Probably I would go with a hypoallergenic shampoo on our short-coated dogs, something very gentle. Dogs with short coats are often bathed less. That's why they're so itchy, because people think they don't need it. So they're bathed less, yet they're exposed more to environmental irritants because they simply do not have the coat length needed to protect their skin. It's very true. Degreasing shampoos without a follow-up conditioning leave the dog's skin especially, dry, itchy, and prone to produce smelly odors quickly, which is an overproduction of oils, because it was all taken out. So the dog's natural oils go into overdrive. That's what happens, just like our skin would. If we degreased it enough, just like when we do dishes, our hands get degreased, your skin could feel tacky, an hour later, because your oils are trying to compensate for that. And when owners notice that their dogs, after bathing, become even more smelly, dry, itchy, especially short-coated dogs. We're talking about short-coated dogs in this instance. When they notice that, because they didn't condition, they often stop bathing altogether because they fear that more bathing will dry the skin further, causing more issues. And I understand the thought process behind it, but the one thing they're leaving out is they're not conditioning the dog after they shampoo it. So they think because they shampooed it, it dried the skin even more, so I'm going to stop bathing him. No, you need to follow up with a good conditioner. You have to do that. Shampooing without conditioning results in more shedding and odors for the dog just days after the bath. You will notice that. Shampooing without conditioning will result in more shedding and more odors because the dog is overproducing. So by switching to a gentle hypoallergenic shampoo plus a hydrating conditioner, I've seen transformations across all breeds in my salon. It's amazing. It's the secret sauce. It's the conditioner. It does more for your dog than you think, and it actually does more for the dog than even shampoo at times. So when conditioning short-coated dogs like we were just talking, this is one of the best things that you could do for a short-coated dog's skin and health is condition and bathe every 3 weeks. Absolutely, try it, and trust me, don't forget to condition. But you may be thinking, okay, well, I use a 2-in-1 shampoo. What about that? Is that acceptable? And I hear you. I would think, hey, that sounds great, right? Sounds perfect. A shampoo and conditioner in one is not a true conditioner. It's simply a moisturizing shampoo. I want you to understand that. It's still a cleanser. The 2-in-1s are still a cleanser. They're not a conditioner. Conditioner we consider moisturizer, right? So while 2-in-1 products can add some hydration when you're shampooing, they do not replace the function of a separate conditioner. So if you're using a 2-in-1 shampoo, it's okay. Think of it as a hydrating shampoo, okay? A hydrating shampoo, or a nice choice of a shampoo, and nothing more. It's not a conditioner. It's not. So, it sounds easy to go for the 2-in-1s. That's one time you have to wash, one time you have to rinse. But bath time is very important for the dogs, guys. If we don't set the skin and coat up for success in the tub, not only is our grooming going to look shabby, but we're not setting the dog's skin and coat up for success over the next 6 weeks, or even longer if it becomes a problem for their skin. So is it okay to use 2-in-1 shampoo? Yes, it is, but you should always follow up with a proper conditioner to restore that moisture, balance the skin, seal the coat for longer lasting results. Keeps odors down, grease down, balances everything out. My go-to bathing routine for every dog and every coat type in my salon is every dog gets a gentle cleansing or a hypo shampoo. So I choose a nice shampoo that's not aggressive, not a degreaser, or a hypo. I can simply just go with a hypo and know I'm making a good choice. There's a few hypoallergenic shampoos that I've tested that I absolutely love. One of them is the Tropiclean Hypo Puppy Shampoo. It says it's for puppies, but it means it's safe for puppies. It's a great cleanser. It is for all dogs of all ages. The other one is made by Groomer's Choice specifically. Their Bark to Basic line. It's the crystal clear and I really like that one too. They're both very affordable products, but very effective. But a gentle cleanser or a hypo is how I begin every bath, or with the petals and tails, but usually I add that in as an upcharge. And many people take advantage of using the petals and tails products because they're great for maintenance too, not just to correct an issue. So choosing those good shampoos is the first step of my bathing routine that won't overly strip the oils from the skin and coat. Shampoo needs to sit for about 3 minutes on the skin and coat. It must do that to effectively break down the dirt, the buildup, the excess skin oils. And I gotta tell you guys, I do this for my own hair. When I shower and wash my hair, I let my shampoo sit for 3 to 5 minutes before I rinse it off. And then I put my conditioner on and I leave that on for about 10 minutes while I'm shaving my legs and washing my body and doing all the things. And it's just the routine you should get into with your dogs too. So give that shampoo a 3-minute sit time so it can effectively do what it's meant to do. It's a cleansing product. Then I follow up with a conditioner that hydrates and rinses easily from the skin and coat. And that's important for me to rinse easily because I use so many different products over the years, and I've noticed a lot of them as I'm rinsing the conditioner out and I'm moving the hair around trying to release the conditioner from the coat, and I just seem to have to rinse and rinse and rinse. So those products ended up going back in my cabinets because I didn't like the rinse time and the rinse quality. Took me way too long to rinse, and I felt there was still residue being left behind in the coat, and that's not going to go well for us trying to balance the skin and coat. We don't want any residual buildup left in the coat. We want a product that rinses well. So when choosing conditioners, that was always one of my main concerns, to choose a conditioner that hydrates and rinses very easily from the coat. Conditioner should sit on the skin and coat for at least 5 minutes to deeply break down the grease, grime, and buildup. Absolutely. And that sit time of at least 5 minutes for the conditioner gives the conditioner a chance to deeply hydrate the skin, restore the moisture balance, seal the coat for long-lasting protection and manageability, and also sealing out odors and grease and grime. So cleansing the coat and then degreasing the coat with conditioner and hydrating the coat with the conditioner is very important. But don't ignore that sit time. It's very important. 3 minutes for the shampoo, 5 minutes for the conditioner, if not longer for the conditioner. What I usually do after I apply the conditioner is that's when I take a gentle slicker brush and I gently brush through the whole dog with the conditioner on. Even if it's a non-shedding breed, this prepares my coats for drying and for clipping beautifully. And I do it with all breeds. I brush the conditioner gently through the coat everywhere, ears from head to toe. And what that also does is it helps disperse the conditioner through, especially through the hair, through the coat, and separates each hair so it can get through it and definitely condition the entire dog and the entire coat, more importantly. And it also gives me that sit time that I need by brushing the conditioner through gently, because you don't want to forget that the skin is wet. It's when the dogs are in the tub, the skin is wet. And when the skin is wet, it's a little softer. So you got to be gentle, be very mindful of it. But I always do it in my bathing workshop video. You'll see me doing that and explaining why I do it. In fact, if you haven't seen the bathing workshop video on my YouTube channel, it covers everything that I'm telling you right here and more. So it demonstrates it on a dog, beautiful little dog named, what was her name? She's a little white dog, Buffy. She's so cute. So another thing about conditioner that you can use as a tool for degunking buildup, nasty stuff. Gunky stuff and paw pads. I don't know if you guys ever see that. I do. Often dogs that have irritated skin in their paws, they'll lick their paws a lot. And the saliva then and the already irritation And the excessive oils, because of the imbalance of whatever's going on there, causes like a paste that gets hard, and after the dog stops licking it, it hardens up, and it's disgusting. It's very hard to remove it, and I see it on a lot of Cocker Spaniels, and I think because they do produce a lot of oils naturally. So here's how you remove that: the gunk from the paw pads, the gunk from the eye buildup, the mouth where food collects and saliva, it can get crusty there. Even fecal buildup back on the backside. I know we all deal with that. Dogs get buildup there as the hair grows out. It sticks to it, it gets hard. You don't want to pull that off, it hurts. So what you do is you apply a generous application of conditioner, just conditioner, to those areas. Allow it to sit on the skin and coat for several minutes. I apply it to those areas first, and then I condition the entire rest of the dog. That way I know I'm giving it more sit time. So apply a generous amount of conditioner to those areas, give it a sit time so that the skin and coat, it can break that down off the skin basically and away from the coat. Then I use a flea comb to easily slide while the dog is still wet in the tub, conditioner is applied, just gently slide the gunk and the buildup out of the paw pads, out of the mouth. I just hold it back here, do this, out of here. On the butt with the fecal problem, same thing, slide it right out. The teeth are so fine in a flea comb. These flea combs are so beneficial. I don't use flea combs for fleas anymore because we don't really deal with fleas anymore. Everybody is taking care of the flea problem. They don't have a flea problem. Everybody treats their dogs. I use my flea combs for de-shedding short-coated dogs and for removing buildup in the tub. And this one is great because it has a nice little thumb rest. It's just comfortable. It's very easy, comfortable to work with. So I keep this in my tub at all times, and I use it all the time. And you can get that at Groomer's Choice. We're talking about maybe a $4 item. Everybody should have this in their toolkit. This one specifically, look at the handle. It's cut. I mean, it's not one of those little ones that's like this and you're trying to work with it. You can work with this flea comb. It's great. So after you do that, all that brown gunk and odor, yucky buildup and stuff, it slides right out. It leaves the skin ready to breathe and become healthy again. And that's the important thing, because we also hydrated. We cleansed the area and we hydrated it and we removed the buildup. If you leave buildup on a dog, it will get more irritated. The skin will get more irritated. You have to remove buildup. So by making this, all that I just talked about, making that standard bathing routine for my procedures, my clients saw the difference immediately. They definitely saw shinier coats, less itching, better skin, odor-free. Dogs stayed brushed out easier, longer because of the conditioner. And yes, even faster drying times is what I noticed. Faster drying times because the skin and coat was balanced. It wasn't oily, it wasn't dry, it was perfect. And your dogs, it will not take longer to dry your dogs if you use conditioner, unless you're using a really bad conditioner that doesn't rinse from the coat. That would be the only way. Or if you didn't shampoo them, take your time in the shampoo process to really get the shampoo everywhere, let it sit, rinse it off completely, and then go for your shampoo. You have to cleanse well and you have to condition well, but conditioner is the true degreaser. More so, much more so than any shampoo or degreasing shampoo. So why do we think that conditioner is just for detangling? So in other words, what I'm saying, people think, I don't have a coat, I don't have a dog that has a long coat, so therefore I don't really need to condition. Or if I do, it's just to keep the tangles out, because my dog has a longer coat. Why do we think that conditioner is just for detangling? Why is that? I'll tell you why. Because we're not taught that conditioner is the secret sauce to balance any skin or coat offset. We're not taught that. The power of conditioner has been overlooked for years when it comes to caring for our dogs. In fact, If you take your dog to the vet because they suffer from dry, itchy skin, we've probably all been there, right? You take your dog to the vet, he's scratching, his skin's even a little red at this point, he's irritated. You're often sent home with an expensive bottle of medicated shampoo and an allergy pill, right? No mention of conditioner. It's not often that our vets will say, follow that up with a condition to rebalance the skin and coat, keep the moisture in there, rebalance it so they don't overproduce oils. When was the last time that your vet sent you home with a nourishing conditioner? Anybody? Can you tell me? Or when was the last time that your vet even suggested more frequent bathing using a hypo shampoo and a hydrating conditioner? Can you type your answer in the chat? Has anybody ever been told that from their vet? Follow this up with bathing every week for 1 month and then go to every 3 weeks. Hypo shampoo, hydrating conditioner. They're just not educated on how shampoo and conditioner works and what the products are that we're using on our pets. What is out there? What is available to us? They're really not educated enough on that. I suppose some vets are, but it's above and beyond all the other things they got to worry about and maintain. You know, they're more worried about the internal stuff, and I understand that, but I wish that they could just say, hey, it doesn't hurt to condition after you shampoo. That's all I gotta say. It doesn't hurt, because it doesn't hurt to do it. But I understand. What I want you to understand conditioner is a tool for. What is conditioner a tool for? It is a tool for many things. It is a tool for dematting. It is a tool for degreasing. It is a tool for deodorizing by neutralizing the odors. It is a tool for balancing the skin. It is a tool for protecting the coat. Conditioner is the groomer's multi-tool. I'm telling you, it does so many things. It's not just like an optional step. Oh, I had so much time I conditioned the dog, or I thought I would condition this dog. It should never be thought of as an optional step. It's one of the most powerful, versatile tools in grooming that sets the dogs you groom up for long-lasting success for weeks after they leave your salon. It's that tool. It really is. And while it's often thought of as just a rectangular, it is often thought of as a detangler. Conditioner actually plays multiple roles that directly impact the health, appearance, and comfort of the dogs that we groom. It gently breaks down excess oil and buildup, making it a safer alternative to harsh degreasing shampoos. So still, you got to shampoo. Just choose a gentle shampoo, a hypo, a gentle but effective cleansing shampoo, and choose a good conditioner, a nice hydrating conditioner that rinses well from the coat. Conditioner neutralizes odors. I'm telling you, it's a fact. Leaving the dog smelling fresher longer, it restores balance to the skin, replenishing the natural moisture lost during the shampoo process. And it seals and protects the coat. Very important. Improving manageability, shine, and reducing itching after bathing because it balanced the skin and coat. So whether you're grooming a short-coated dog breed or a long-haired double coat, conditioner works behind the scenes to hydrate, smooth, soothe, and define the skin and coat health. It really does. Setting every dog up for success the moment they leave your salon. And that's why it's more than a finishing touch. It's a game-changing, essential tool, conditioner. So how to choose products. I know what you're thinking, because I know you guys. You're like, how do I know? What products do I choose? Do I need different products for different coat types? In the description below, I created a shampoo and conditioner cheat sheet for you with my product suggestions. The first option is a safe choice for you to use universally on any dog, any coat type that lands in your tub. And you're going to notice that option number one, the first choice that I listed for you, is labeled as an undercoat control shampoo and conditioner. And you're like, well, you just told me to use it universally. Yes, I absolutely did. Because the truth is that it's a great choice for all coat types. But also it helps tremendously with helping to release undercoat or shedding on double-coated shedding breeds of dogs. It definitely does. But it's a wonderful universal choice, and it rinses very well from the coat, and it hydrates nicely. It's a great option. Option number 2, you'll see in the description below, I picked for you, is also a combination of shampoo and conditioner that you can use universally on any coat type. So again, all of the options I put down there you can use universally. You can use any shampoo and conditioner universally, and I hope that you guys understand that by now. I've been preaching it to you for a while, but it's true. So the second choice there, if you're looking for products that are gentle enough for puppies or safe to use on dogs prone to allergies, option number 2 is a great choice to ensure safe, effective bathing results. If you're worried about puppies, senior dogs that have thinning skin, dogs prone to allergies, go with either option 2 or 3. Speaking of 3, what is option number 3? Option number 3 is the Petals and Tails shampoo and conditioner. It's formulated with a combination of orchid extract, 50 milligrams of CBD oil, which is a healing additive, hemp seed oil, coconut oil, sapphire oil, and avocado oil. And this helps maintain healthy skin and coat while also providing moisture, shine, and relief to irritated and sensitive areas. The Petals and Tails is an excellent choice for every pet, whether the skin is compromised or completely healthy. But because of the high quality of the product, it's skin support ingredients that are baked into the Petals and Tails products. Each bottle. I personally offer the Petals and Tails as an upgrade option in my salon. It comes at a slightly higher price point, so I position it as a premium add-on service, a premium product. I position it as that, as such, as an add-on service for clients who want the very best for their pets. And with that said, it absolutely is doable to use a high quality shampoo and conditioner like Petals and Tails as your standard everyday, every dog shampoo and conditioner. But if you take that approach, just be sure to factor the cost into your base grooming price. And that way, you're delivering exceptional results across the boards and you don't have to even second guess it, while you're also protecting your bottom line because you are charging for using that higher end product. So you'll see those choices down there. These are safe, absolute, wonderful choices that I would recommend to you guys as option 1, 2, and 3 if you want options. But my final thoughts here today on this topic is to set every dog up for success. For cleaner, healthier, long-lasting results, start by rethinking your bath routine, your bathing routine. Swap out the harsh degreasing shampoos for a gentle, hypoallergenic formula that lifts the dirt without stripping all the oils from the skin. So a degreaser is kind of heavy, it's kind of stripping. Then follow with a high quality conditioner to hydrate, to rebalance, and to protect the coat. From short coated dog breeds to heavy coated dog breeds, this simple shift makes a big difference. Put your faith in conditioner and a safe choice for your shampoo, and you're going to see a huge shift in the overall results from the pets that you groom. Conditioner doesn't just detangle, it degreases, it deodorizes, it restores healthy skin function. Make it a habit. Always condition after shampooing. Let the conditioner sit on the coat for several minutes, especially in the paw pads and around the eyes and the mouth and the back side there, to dissolve buildup before you can easily remove it with a flea comb. Use those flea combs. They are a wonderful, cheap little tool that you should have in your tub. Absolutely, to remove debris. These simple changes deliver great results, my friends. Fresher dogs, happier clients for sure, and they're gonna notice. Conditioner is definitely a game changer, and use it with purpose. And watch every groom that you perform level up. Take your time with the dogs you groom in the tub. It's important. It sets the stage for the entire groom, and it also sets them up for success in the weeks to come after they leave your salon. It's so important. And now it's question time. After I give Jenny a salute for the super chat, what are you doing? Jenny's super chat. Oh, Jenny always loves it when I talk about all these important things like using conditioner as a degreaser. You are so getting saluted, Jenny. Everybody, put them up. Give Jenny a salute. Thank you. I appreciate that super chat, Jenny, and I appreciate you. And I appreciate what you are doing for all the dogs that you foster. She fosters dogs, she boards dogs in her home, so they just hang out with her. But that's just such a wonderful thing that you do for dogs, Jenny. She also does a lot of the grooming on most of these dogs that she's seeing in through her revolving door. And Jenny has learned a lot from our Go Groomer community. And we're happy to have you, Jenny. You know that. So I want to get to your questions, guys. I see some people have put the line in front of their question. That's going to let me see the question so I can get you an answer. And if you want me to answer a question, please hold the dash bar to create a line so I can clearly see that you have a question. Otherwise, it just gets lost in the sea of abyss there in our chat. I see Lisa says, hey guys, this is my first time and I was just wondering if Amy can see us or if we just see her. Laugh out loud, not very technical. I can see you in the chat. I can see your chat. So everything you type, and I see your names. I can see the names of the people who are here. So in that aspect, I see you. I see you. I really do. Trust me. But no, you can only really visually see me. That's not fair, is it? Yeah, I wish it was the other way around. So I'm looking for questions here, and Janelle's reminding people, our birthday girl, to put a line, to create that dashed line in front of your question so that I can see it. Just scrolling here. I know a lot of you know the drill because you guys, this ain't your first rodeo here. You've been here before. Unhappy alien, did you turn that frown upside down yet? I don't like unhappiness. Unhappy alien. I want you to be a happy alien. Says how to dry a Pomeranian in hot weather, no central air conditioning. Oh, I hear you. So you're saying, hey, it's hot. I don't want to overheat my dog, and I'm glad that you're thinking that way. If you're using a hair dryer or any dryer that has a heated element like that, it would be hot. And especially since you said it's already hot. So what you can do, unhappy alien, and what I recommend is our wonderful forced air dryers because they don't have a heated element. And I might have some linked, I don't know if I have any linked in the description here, but if you go to Groomer's Choice through my link here, I do have kits put together for home groomers, for professional groomers, and for foster rescue organizations. And in those toolkits are some of my hand-picked items. I believe there's some dryers picked. There's one called the Aeolus. You can go through some of my other videos and find it. It's a $100 dryer, and I really do recommend you use a forced air dryer because it doesn't use a heated element. Some of them do have a heat option, but I think it just closes the airflow intake a little to get more heat from the motor. But they do get pretty warm. They can get warm if they're using even the heat from the motor. So your forced air dryer is your best option there. Drying a Pomeranian is definitely important in helping to deshed a Pomeranian. So it is a vital part of the deshedding process because it aerates the coat and it lets some of that undercoat that just wants to come out just come flying right out. And it's definitely a tool for deshedding our forced air dryers or high velocity dryers. So I would say that Rambling Court Jester says, be sure to be taking notes, but also bring the notes back. That's right. If you take it, you got to bring it back. So Debbie says, I have a short-haired Chihuahua. Debbie, then I hope your ears were perking up when I was talking about the short-haired breeds and the importance of choosing a hypo, a gentle shampoo, because it's a short coat, and then using a nice hydrating conditioner. And you on it with a Chihuahua, if it's a short-haired Chihuahua, can use your flea comb with the direction of the lay of the coat to actually de-shed the dog when the conditioner is on, and you will slide out shedding hair with a flea comb because the teeth are so close together, and it's a benefit. It works great. I always de-shed Chihuahuas, short-haired Chihuahuas, with this in the tub and with the conditioner on, and it's wonderful and it's safe. So that's most important, right? It's not going to remove more than needs to come out. Unhappy Alien says use a loofah to condition. I usually like to mix my conditioner in my dilution bottles, my mixing bottles, because I like to control where I apply that conditioner. I wouldn't add it to a loofah because we do want to dilute our shampoos and conditioners so that they work optimally. And most all shampoos and conditioners are meant to be diluted slightly in a separate mixing bottle. You never add water to your product directly, because once you add water to a concentrated product, it becomes contaminated with the bacteria that's in the water. So really though, Unhappy Alien, I like to use my mixing bottles to pre-mix with warm water my conditioner and apply it with that way, because they have a little squeezing, you know, I can control exactly where I'm applying that conditioner. And if we're talking around the face, you can just put some in your hand and then massage it down in front of. Always condition here and in these areas, guys, that get buildup. People are afraid to put, you know, to condition, to shampoo in those areas. You have to be careful, but it's important to do it. So don't forget to do that. So yeah, you just use good, safe methods, use safe products. What's good for de-shedding a dog, long-haired triple coats? My best de-shedding methods, I have a couple videos on my channel, and this is coming from Unhappy Alien too, which video was that? Easy de-shed. The conditioner, while the conditioner is on after you've shampooed and rinsed the conditioner or the shampoo off in the tub, you apply your conditioner and then you use a slicker brush on a heavy coat like that, and you gently start brushing down the dog with the lay of the coat, the way the coat naturally lays off the dog. And you are just going to slide out the undercoat that wants to come out. Then you finish off with a forced air dryer to blow out what's left after you've toweled off the dog and get him back on the table. That is the best method for de-shedding. In my newsletter not this past Friday, but the one before that, I think I gave a lot of details about de-shedding tools. And in our channel members meeting, not this Sunday, we just had one. We do them once a month. We just had one yesterday, but the one before that, the month before, we focused on de-shedding tools, what's safe and what's not. So I do have a lot of videos on that, but you don't want to use sharp tools that will actually cut through the coat. It'll damage, it'll pull too much undercoat, and then you're going to have an overproduction of undercoat, which isn't what you want. The undercoat's what sheds. Lisa says, what conditioner do you use the most? Well, here's the thing. So I use a Prima bathing system, and this is why I always tell you guys to choose a universal product, because I do it all the time. I choose one product, one shampoo, to go into my Prima bathing system, regardless of what the breeds are on my schedule for the day. And oftentimes that shampoo is going to be a hypo shampoo, or I may even just use that undercoat shampoo. It's a good one. And I use that on all the dogs. It cleans well, it brightens a dull coat, it's wonderful. Conditioner-wise, what conditioner do I like to use the most? Lately, if it's not the Petals and Tails, I like to use that, and clients love it too. People are willing to pay for good products. So if it's an add-on service, they're willing to pay it because they want to benefit their dog. Oh, Janelle, it's your birthday and you're giving me money. We have to talk. Cash, come here. Cash is getting a little too, I don't want him chewing on anything. Come here. Good boy. Conditioner-wise, I've been using a lot of the Petals and Tails. I use that, the ones I told you today, the undercoat control, I like that one. It rinses so nicely from the coat. I love that undercoat control, which is a coat handler product. You can get that at Groomer's Choice. And also the Best Shot, I like it because it hydrates so well. And that's linked in option 2 below, the Ultra Max. And it also rinses very well for the coat. That's so important to me. I have to be able to get the products out of the coat once they've done the job. And a lot of products, I love iGroom products, but I do find myself rinsing like crazy to get them out of the coat. But they are good products, but I do find myself rinsing a lot to get them out, which is time. So hopefully that answers your question. Jill says, what blade would you shave a Chihuahua Terrier mixed with coat is more like a Chihuahua? If the coat's like a Chihuahua, then it's a shedding coat. That doesn't get shaved. I wouldn't do that. If it's a long-haired Chihuahua and it has some fringes, I would use my blending shears to just blend them off and tighten it up to the length of the rest of the coat. But I wouldn't shave that dog. I wouldn't. If anything, it would be a guard comb because I would want to leave some length and not disturb the undercoat. So it would be a guard comb. But before we go any further here, we're going to salute Janelle, who happens to be a birthday girl today, for the super chat. She says, did you jump into the pool? I am loving Cash and Gus too. Thank you. She's been watching my Instagram stories. I have, yes, jumped into the pool. We all have. It rained for the last 4 days, and I was almost into a really bad depression because I only got one good day in the sun last week. And other than that, it's been rainy. It rained here today, but now the sun's out. But it's sparse. We're having rainy weather, but nonetheless, thanks for the super chat, birthday girl. You shouldn't be paying me. It's your birthday. That's silliness. Yes, we're enjoying the pool. We're still waiting for the landscapers to come. It's kind of messy around the pool because they have to put the river rock in and make the flower beds so it all looks nice and tidy. But the fence is up. It's really nice. The dogs are out there with us. They love it. Cash floats around on a raft, and now he thinks that's just what he's supposed to do when he sees a raft. He's so cool. I mean, he is a poodle. I guess he's a water dog. Big Gus is afraid of the water, so I don't think he's afraid. He just doesn't like to be wet, so he won't get in. Amy says, what shampoo and conditioner would you recommend for a client who specifically asks for fragrance-free? For fragrant, can I say that word? Fragrance? Hey, get out of the trash. He's bad. He's down here with me and he's doing bad things. And I'm just trying to watch him and hang out with you guys. I haven't found many conditioners that are fragrance-free. So shampoo-wise, absolutely, Amy. There's so many hypo shampoos. There's the crystal clear hypo shampoo that you can get at Groomer's Choice. That's a great price. It's a great product. The Tropiclean hypoallergenic puppy shampoo is wonderful. Those would be my choice for that. Conditioner-wise, I haven't found any fragrance-free conditioners that are worth a darn. So unless I'm missing something, Cash, come here. He's starting to get nosy, and I'm afraid he's going to chew on something in here that he shouldn't, that might not be good for him. Hey, come on. You want to say hi to everybody? Come here. He's probably going to rip my mic off if I try to pick him up. Come here. He's getting big. Oh, God. I can hardly pick him up. Oh. Here's the big boy. My little puke monster. Why did you puke on the floor? I don't know what he ate. He might have gotten hair in his mouth. What do you think of Cash Cow? Are you a love bug? Are you a love bug? I love you. Say hi to your friends. They love it. Look how big he's getting, guys. Oh, I just love kissing that poodle face. He's such a good boy. I'll put you down now, okay? Oh, hold on. I got you. All right. Nice job, buddy. Thank you. He's such a goof. So, there are some that are hypo conditioners. There's a lot of conditioners that are pretty mellow. That Best Shot conditioner is not overly fragranted. It's nice. But as far as true fragrance free, it's a tough one. It's hard to get that. So I feel your pain, Amy. Maybe I should come up with one, right? I want to dabble into some products. Like I have time for that. Just scrolling in here, take a few more questions. Then I'm going to get this guy out of here because I don't know why he's sick. He threw up a little bit. But it is so good to see you guys. Janelle, once again, happy birthday. Oh, I see Lisa has a question. Lisa, I'm so sorry. I almost missed you. Lois, too. Oh, I missed some up here. Okay. I see Lisa's question. Can I order from Groomer's Choice in Canada? I believe absolutely. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not a problem at all, Lisa. In fact, U.S. and Canada for sure. Yeah. Lois says, not a question. Amy, I want to know why. I want to know my girls. I want you to know my girls know your voice now and get happy to hear your voice. Lois, thank you. You have let me into their little lives. So now we're all bonded. I love that. My little puppies. How are they doing? Amy loves you, girls. Aw. Sue says, I just had to say you are the only one who ever told me how important conditioning my pups is, and I have spread that on to my friends. That's awesome. Thank you, Sue. Even gifting them samples. Thank you. Yay! Spread the good message to help dogs have healthier skin and coat. That's what it is all about, Sue. And good for you for caring so much. And yes, conditioner does that. It helps neutralize odors and helps us with tangles. It does all the things, but it balances the skin and coat, and that's very important. And it keeps them from being itchy, from getting, if they have allergies, it helps calm the allergies. All that stuff is very important. So good for you, Sue. I'm so happy to hear that you have been sharing that information with your friends too, so they can benefit. Debbie M says, not a grooming question, but how's Cash doing? Well, you just saw him. He's getting big, very big. I'm not sure why he just barfed on the floor. Like as soon as I went live, he threw up. I'm like, what is that? I know he eats everything. We have to watch him like a hawk. He is a very well-mannered dog. He is so good. Thanks for asking about him, all of you, and Debbie. He's easy to train. He loves Gus. He watches Gus. So anytime he's not sure what to do, he always just looks at Gus and sees what Gus is doing. Poodles think outside of the box. It's crazy, and you can almost see it happening. But he's doing well. He will be, let's see. He's going to be 5 months old, I believe, the 18th of June. So like a week away. He'll be 5 months old. He's obviously gotten really big. He seems to, in the last 2 weeks, he's gotten very big. But he's doing very well. I'm not getting him neutered for a little bit. We're going to hold off a little if we can to help with his development, especially, you know, that goes for brain development and you name it. Yes, Kathy, they are. They are. The poodles are in the top 3 of smartest dog breeds. Absolutely. Porties are too. Girls are doing great, Lois says. We are the 3 little old ladies together. I love it. Good for you. Thank you, 3 little old ladies, for hanging out with me. I feel special. But yes, Cash is doing great, guys. I'll be doing some videos with him. I just have to get his coat where I want it. Right now he has a lot of puppy coats, so it's not a real good scissor coat yet. But I've been working with scissoring on him, and we have fun together. He's doing great for grooming. He definitely is trusting of that. It took a little while for some things, removing the hair inside of his ears. He was a real sis about that at first. So I just did little bits and then was like, good job, you know, and then revisit it again the next time. And then he ended up being fine with it. He was just being a sissy about it. That's all. Shaven feet, face, he's done a lot better from where we started. So he's coming a long way, absolutely. But speaking of coming a long way, I know many of you have come a long way to join me here tonight, because we actually do come together from all over the world. We are friends from Canada. We've got friends from all over the world, and that is very special to all of us, not just me, that we have a trusting community that sticks together. So a few little announcements before we head out, guys. I will be live from the grooming table again in 2 weeks. I believe that's going to be July, no. It's going to be June 23rd at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. So we'll be back here again in the little box with the chat. Another thing I want to remind people of is that I do have a free weekly email newsletter that I write. It comes out every Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can receive it free from me if you sign up for it, and there is a link to sign up and get on the subscription list for my email free in the description below. And you will get my exclusive Go Groomer newsletter directly in your inbox every Friday morning at 8 a.m. Also, channel members, hounds, we just had a meeting yesterday, and it was a fantastic learning session. I loved it. I love what the energy you guys bring to our channel member sessions too. But I want to remind you guys that we have another channel members. We get together once a month. The next one is Sunday, July 13th. So it'll be after the July 4th holiday. And that one's at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's once a month for our Hounds, Sheer Joy with Amy Leigh and the Hounds channel members learning sessions. If you're not a channel member and you'd love to take your dog grooming knowledge to the next level, kick it up a notch, there's a link in the description of this video where you can become a channel member, also known as a hound. It costs you $4.99 a month. It'll be automatically worked out through you and YouTube. I don't collect the money. This is through YouTube. But Go Groomer Channel memberships enjoy monthly live learning sessions, and they receive exclusive content that only channel members can view, and free downloads with every learning session, every live learning session. We get together in Zoom. They are pre-recorded, so you can rewatch any lesson anytime you want. You can re-download a PDF if you lost it, because you are building a Go Groomer notebook with the PDFs from each lesson. So channel memberships are, I can't believe we have over 500 channel members, and I'm so thrilled about that. These are people that want that extended knowledge, and it's affordable. It's absolutely affordable for $5 a month. Just the PDF alone that you get to build the notebook is top notch. It's good stuff. So now, in closing of this live stream, I will leave you with the Farmer's Dog Super Bowl commercial that warmed the hearts of dog lovers all over the world. If you're interested in food for your dog that is species appropriate, tailored to a dog's specific nutrition needs, FDA approved, human grade quality ingredients, I would love to save you and your pets 80% on your first box. If you have 2 pets, you'll get enough to feed both of them. So you can, speaking of, mine is down here sniffing around at his farmer's dog that he just barfed up. I don't know why he barfed it up, but he did. But I feed my dogs the farmer's dog and have for years, and I see tremendous results. The weight is always in check. Their teeth never get buildup. The skin and coat is healthy. The poops are small because they don't have a lot of waste in their food. So if you would like to try it, guys, I can help you with that. 80% off your first box of the farmer's dog delivered straight to your door. Click the link in the description below to see the benefits of fresh food for your own dogs, for your beloved pets. And there's only one more thing I have to say to you guys other than I love you. And I'm very happy that you joined me tonight. But we can say it together, can't we? Long live dog.